Hey there, and welcome back to Don't Like, Don't Subscribe, the channel where I don't really care if you like or subscribe. I actually discourage you from doing so, and I just want you guys to enjoy some content, enjoy some racing, and watch me be terrible at this game for a good while, and then hopefully slowly get better. So last week, we spent our time at Laguna Seca using the MX-5 Cup car, and it was a really good time. I did, I want to say four or five races, and no P1s, no podiums or anything like that. But I mean, I was able to keep the spins to a minimum. I was able to pretty much avoid crashes. And I felt a lot more confident by the end of the week than I did when I went in. The goal of this channel is more so for me to have a place for accountability, to constantly be uploading videos every single day, 6 a.m., and be able to give you guys not just content that might be able to help others that would be in this position, um, but also that can just, one, help me, and then two, give a clear example of what it's like to not be good at this game, and just kind of not be good at racing in general. Um, to preface, my name's Christian. I've been racing games for a good while, mostly controller. It was around COVID times. I'm a COVID racing baby. So it was around that time that I went ahead and grabbed myself a sim setup. And since then, I've done one upgrade, which was put myself into the T300 with the pedals that go with it. So I think my next big purchase is definitely going to be some load cell pedals, because from what I hear from a lot of people, it's not that they make you faster right off the bat, but they kind of, I think from what I hear, they make your learning time a little bit shorter. So it's easier for you to learn braking points and get acclimated to tracks and get up to racing pace. So that's going to be my next big focus. Um, as for today's video, we are out here at Summit Point Raceway, once again in the MX-5. Today is going to be really just a practice day, and so we're going to go ahead and start with this MX-5 here, and then we're going to go ahead and move back to Laguna Seca in the 1600s, their open wheel class. Once again, rookies. And that is a class that I have no races in or anything of that nature. So today is going to be entirely focused on practice, and also analyzing how Trophy AI helps. So we're going to be using Trophy AI, which, if you guys haven't heard, is just a little AI system. As you can see the dot in the middle of the screen, it is basically just a little person, AI person, that talks to you and tells you why you suck, what you shouldn't do, and what you can do to get faster. And so we're going to go ahead and just rip into it and kind of see whether or not this helps. So to give you all a small breakdown as well, I am I have my breakpoint section set up, which I've never used this, but what it's supposed to do is tell me if I'm braking too early or too late. And then this AI here in the middle, we'll go ahead and click on that, and we will enable it, and it'll start yelling at me.
Hello there.
There we
I'm
go.
Mansell, your AI racing coach. Welcome to your session at Summit Point Raceway in the Global Mazda MX-5 Cup. I'll be guiding you through track acclimatization, offering advice on corner types and techniques as you familiarize yourself with the layout. Let's get started and have some fun on the track.
Awesome. So, yeah. So we will go ahead and get started. So, yeah, I've kind of never been at this track before. I did before this. I put down a couple of lap times. I've just been kind of struggling a little bit, and not with just with racing, with OBS Studio and all of that. I've taught myself pretty much all of that here in the last like week. So it's the videos should hopefully start to get a little bit better, a little bit clearer. I feel like I'm using an okay computer. I have a 3080 and a Ryzen 7, so we should be able to have the capability to put good videos out there. I think it really just comes down to me understanding what to add and what to take away during the settings. But like I said, I did do a couple of laps in this track when I was starting out today, trying to get some additional settings done for you guys and get myself into. So in order to use overlays, you have to put everything in windowed mode, and I know that there's a way to make it so that the upper border window doesn't really bother me. I'm just trying to set it up for you guys to be able to see. I just have that bar up at the top for myself, but you guys shouldn't be able to see it during the streams, which is just like that window title bar at the top that shows you what program you're on, and then gives you the ability to hide it in the taskbar or just put it away altogether. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting down a couple of laps, and it's supposed to eventually get acclimated once I've done a few laps, and then start to give me instruction. So I will, so I'm braking too early, so it says, and from what I understand, what it does is it uses reference times from what it considers to be the pros, in order to give you an idea of like what is good braking, what is bad braking. You are going to hear that little chime every once in a while. I think that was it telling me I had a perfect brake point. So oh, unnecessary. So I didn't even need to brake there. That's what it's saying. So this really isn't going to be an honest review of Trophy AI. I'm not experienced enough here to be able to tell you guys whether or not whether or not it's doing what it's supposed to do, or if I'm just using it incorrectly. But what I can say is that I have been able to get a little bit of progress out of it. It's kind of hard to be certain whether or not the progress is coming from racing lap after lap after lap after lap, or it's actually helping. I'm still braking too early. That is a sketchy spot to me. Alright, so I think this is it told me, yeah, that's exactly where I want to brake. Nope, it says to brake. Nope, that was close. Definitely starting to feel the tires warm up a little bit. I also did some adjustments. Slow down too much. I also did some adjustments with my field of view. I removed the wheel. Any of you guys that watch this kind of prefer the wheel and feel like it would help you, let me know, and I'll put it back. The wheel doesn't really bother me. I just think that at least for my own learning experiences, it just comes off as a little cleaner. I got much faster. Okay, so we're down to a 129, almost a 129 flat. Alright, so I broke deeper into the... No, I didn't. how much more speed there is to be gained in that section of the track that I'm kind of just like not taking full advantage of. Probably have a couple of laps here. I mean, I may start to be at my limit, but it feels like I can probably still gain some extra speed. But I will say, this doesn't seem to be working, so we'll just set it up for 30.
Hello and welcome to your track acclimatization session at Summit Point Raceway. I'm Mansell, your AI racing coach, here to help you learn each corner and improve your lap times. As you drive, I'll provide advice on approaching corners and share feedback based on your performance. Keep your focus on the track, and let's have a great session.
This is such a fun track. That is awesome. That is just a fun series of corners. I bet there are a lot of crashes there for rookies. I can really only imagine. Okay, so I think what it's telling me is that braking there is unnecessary, and I can probably just do like maybe a small lift, it feels like. Misjudged. That was the wrong corner. I was incorrect about where I thought I was. Dang it, I missed the fun. All good. And so we'll do a couple more laps here. We gotta move on. I cannot tell you though why it is. I'll go over here and kind of check on these settings. See if maybe, perhaps, I'm doing something wrong.
Hi there, I'm Mansell, your AI racing coach. I'll be giving you quick tips based on your telemetry once you've completed a full lap. Stay focused and let's drive fast.
Configure Mansell's behavior. So it says I have a track coach, track acclimatization, and chat. I feel acclimated to a certain extent. I do want it in English. I want for my output to be this right here, the default headset. And then headset microphone should be my input device if I'm trying to talk. So how fast should I go? I don't think that's how that works, but I had to try. Alrighty. This away, kind of down this general area. So maybe I've done something wrong. guessing that the people who are very good are online in like the 120s, I would imagine. But we'll just have to see where I stack up in comparison to other people's. I mean, it feels like I've got a pretty good pace. But we'll just kind of have to see. side of the road and get this working. Not to mention I can back out if I need to, which is great. So give me just a second here. I hate to do this, but I also really want to make sure that I am live at all times. I don't know why in the world it is just not working here. Is voice activated? The voice chat. Okay, we want our track coach. It should.
Hello,
It
I'm
should be
Mansell.
enabled.
Hi there, I'm Mansell, your AI racing coach. I'll be giving quick advice based on your telemetry
See,
as
you
you
say
approach
that,
or
but
finish sectors. Let's complete a full lap first to gather some data. Drive your best.
you know, you say that, but that's not the vibe I'm getting. Either way, the beauty is we can come down here and hit this up and kind of get a look at where everybody else sits. So I will scoot this to the side so it's out of the Y and take a look at the Global Mazda Cup and see. So what are some of the series results? Okay, I was correct. And so I'm down in the 123s, but I need to get down here into the 122 because these fastest laps, yeah, 119.456. There's a good chunk of time to be gained. But this is making me feel good because I feel like I'm at least like in this general ballpark of like I feel like I can hit this. I'll say that. I feel like I can hit a 119.698, 119.456. So it looks like this day had a faster lap time, but the strength of the field was 5K. But wow, maybe there is that big of a gap between myself and somebody who's hitting a 119. Because once again, if we come back here and take a look, I am at a 123. And so that is a significant gap. So let's see here. I will get out my calculator and see. So we have 1.23. We will subtract that from our time over here. 19.456. So my math is right. I need to knock off almost 4 seconds, which is a big difference, a really big difference. Um, I mean, that also says though to get some of these 121s, I really only need to be knocking off like maybe 2 seconds, and then I'm pretty clean. But to be honest, I'm probably sitting in the middle of like the average pack. But I did just start today, so here is what I will do. I will close all of that out and see if perhaps I've done something wrong here. I'll also come in here and I feel like we kind of, set some reasonable times here. So we can come over here and look and see. Yeah, I don't think this was a clean lap. This 123.361. I don't think that was a clean lap. So here we come down to the 123. What was it? 420, I think. 421. And so here you can literally watch footage of what you did on the track and kind of get to see exactly where I put myself. So I can see that I'm over braking this section and I'm also dropping the brakes too quickly, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, so it'll take me through my whole lap. Too much brakes, too much braking. Okay. This is the chute carousel. I see. So that needs to be trail braked as this. This is basically the same pattern that we saw before, but like lighter on the braking. Yeah, because if we come back here, just a couple of frames, yeah, what we see, boom, that shape looks to be practically the same as that shape. It's just we're going slower at that point in time, so we don't need as much brake to turn in. You can also slow way down. Well, it's not slowing down. That's okay. Um, so it'll take you through each section and kind of show you where you're losing your time. So this is the time it's saying I'm missing out on. That I could lose. That I could take off 2/10 in turns 1 and 2. Turns 3 and 3.5, I could take off a half a second. 6/10 at paddock bend, and at shoot carousel, it's saying I'm losing. In this section, braking is unnecessary and it's slowing you down. Begin by slightly touching the brakes to gauge the car's response, then gradually lessen the pressure each lap. Your peak brake pressure is a good attempt, but it's too high. Exactly what I was thinking. However, high pressure can still affect your car's grip and tire longevity. Work towards softer, more controlled braking. Will do. Your turn-in point is 28 meters too late. And so here I think it's going to focus on, like, yeah, steering. And so whenever I click that, it readjusts to the steering angle. Now this, I have no clue how someone's supposed to read the steering graph. And so kind of learning with this program as time goes on. I mean, it's overlays. We'll do the Mansell AI. Please wait while we check your setup.
Hello, I'm Mansell, your AI racing coach. I'll be giving you quick advice based on your telemetry after your first full lap. Stay focused.
Okay. So, I'm going to have to do some research and some practice here. Gradually adjust using trackside markers for accuracy. Regular practice will help you find the ideal balance between speed and control. Accurate. Um, and so yeah, this kind of just shows what's going on. That I'm just mashing the brakes, and I need to learn what 80% is, which is probably about where he's at. Is maybe like 80-85%, and then he trails off, kind of holds here for just a second, and then starts to completely trail off again, very steadily. This looks like very steady braking, at least from my perspective. Um, so, and obviously you can book coaching sessions because, why don't they want to make more money? Oh, wait, they do. Real-time skill analysis. So, get graded on how close your gear was to the experts when you hit the apex.
Real-time skill analysis helps you improve instantly by identifying areas to focus on during your drive.
Okay, so this is something that would be great because every day every time I'm practicing, I really don't need to be trying to practice every little thing at once. What I need to do is work on one thing at a time. So click a skill to launch the real-time overlay. And so that's what I've done. Is I've got all these overlays popped up. See mid-corner speed. And so this is showing me I guess, like, how fast I'm supposed to be going in an area, whether I'm going too fast or too slow. Uh, but yeah, this felt like a decent start. I'd like to go ahead and take a break from that map. So I will go ahead and come over here and back out very easily. So very much a lot of fun. Very much fun by a lot. Super, very fun and good. So next I'm going to try these Formula 1600s. I've never driven these cars at all. So I have no clue what to expect. I'm just going to do a test drive here. Kind of see what I end up getting. Looks like it's going to put me on virtually the same thing as whatever the actual race is going to be. Give me 1 second. I do have a little bit of a nicotine addiction. I'm hitting my vape, and I don't really think that's something I want to condone on screen, as far as visually. And even if I were allowed to, I just don't think I want to be vaping on screen. This isn't a weed channel. This isn't a vape channel. Not something I'm interested in displaying. But looks like our track is about to load up pretty soon. We're at 73%, as you can see. So we'll get at it. Why? Why?
Hi there, I'm Mansell, your AI racing coach. I'll be providing quick advice based on your telemetry as you approach or finish sectors. We'll start analyzing your performance after a full lap. Let's push.
Okay. Beautiful. I get the feeling like it's actually going to work this time. Can't be sure, but I'm a little worried that this is going to be similar to that first day of driving I had. It is. I need to use the clutch. Woo, this car turns like a bird. I do think that the gearbox is just a standard manual gearbox. Yeah, I haven't used the clutch. These are very fun. Off track. Makes sense. First time. Okay, I'd thrown it all the way into reverse. Got spooked. Started flicking that down there. That is a fast turning.
Approaching this left hairpin, ease up on peak brake pressure by 15%.
Okay, so now it's activated.
For this right tightening, delay your turn-in by 40 meters.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm trying to take the same lines that I took in my Miata. And that's
Approaching left tightening, brake 10 meters later this time. Approaching the left tightener, turn in 15 meters later this time.
Later. Yeah, everything is later.
In the next right corner, use third gear at the apex instead of second. For this left hairpin, brake 15 meters later.
Alright, I am definitely locking up the wheels. Which is a first. I don't even worry about locking up the wheels really. It does seem to be a bit more forgiving.
On the left hairpin, brake 15 meters later. On this right tightening, try carrying 5 kilometers per hour more through the apex.
A lot less understeer. I'm hoping that little beep means I did something good and something right. Okay, that transmission sounded like it did not like what I just did.
For this tightening left, delay your turn-in by 15 meters to hit the ideal line.
There's the ideal line. Perfect. Oh, man. Not what I meant to do. That's all good.
On this right corner, brake 20 meters earlier to improve entry. Brake 20 meters earlier for the left hairpin.
Alright, so start braking earlier and turning in later.
For this left hairpin, brake 5 meters later to improve your line. For this right tightening, delay turn-in by 20 meters and aim for a faster apex by 10 kilometers per hour.
So, you know, as much as those Mazdas help me get used to this track,
Brake 10 meters earlier on this
I
left
still
tightening.
have a lot to be able to do. 10 meters earlier. Oh, spinning out. Yep, and into a wall. Wheel damage? Really? Oh, no, I do. Okay.
Good job back there on the left. Tightening, your brake timing improved. Just aim for a slightly harder brake next time.
Hard. Okay, I'm just afraid. I'm scared to brake hard. Because when I'm braking hard, I'm like,
Approaching this left tightening, turn in 10 meters later.
alright, it's saying I got wheel damage, but no, I don't really feel the wheel damage. It's probably a flat tire that's like getting worse as time goes on.
On this left hairpin, brake 10 meters earlier to improve your turn-in timing.
I'm not gonna lie, whatever this wheel damage is, it was awesome. I'm loving it.
In the left hairpin, brake 40 meters later.
Whoops, a little too much juice.
In this tightening left, increase brake pressure by 20% to hit the optimal braking point.
20%. Easy, I know that.
On this left corner, try increasing your throttle application 10% quicker after the apex. For this left tightening corner, try turning in 20 meters earlier to improve apex speed. On that last left tightening corner, good job improving the turn-in timing. Keep it up.
Oh, what I just did. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That was better. Okay, so I could have gotten him with throttle earlier there. Wow, this car is a lot faster than the Miata. Holy crap, that Miata.
Approaching the right tightening, try turning in 35 meters later to improve apex speed.
Okay. Whew. So we'll just keep at it. Okay, I guess I don't need to worry about fuel here. I can take a look and see.
Okay, go.
On that last hairpin, your brake was too hard. Try reducing peak pressure by 15%. Approaching this left tightening, focus on braking 15 meters earlier.
Okay. So, braking this line. Turn in here. I am skunking that up. The problem is that, like, I need to find...
On this tightening left, turn in 15 meters later.
I need to find something that I use as a turning point. Okay, locking up the wheels. Not ideal.
Approaching this right corner, try braking 10% softer.
10% softer. It's 10. Come on. There we go.
For this left hairpin, ease up on brake pressure by 10%. Turn 3. Delay your turn-in by 35 meters to improve your apex speed. Approaching the right corner, aim to turn in 15 meters earlier to hit the apex at a better speed.
Okay. 10 meters earlier.
For this left tightening corner, shift to second gear at the apex for better exit speed.
At the apex. Okay. There. Not wrong about that part. Just whipped you right around the corner. So we'll lift.
On that last left tightening corner, excellent job with the gear shift at the apex.
Okay. And I like that it like tells you actually listened.
Approaching this left tightening, aim for third gear at apex. For the next tightening corner, aim for third gear at the apex to maintain speed.
Okay. Whoa.
Approaching the left hairpin, brake 20 meters later and with 15% more pressure. For this tightening right, turn in 35 meters later to hit the apex properly. For the next right corner, initiate the turn-in 15 meters earlier. On this left corner, apply throttle 25 meters earlier to improve exit speed. Approaching the right corner, ease brake pressure by 30% to improve control. In this left hairpin, focus on braking 5 meters earlier. For this tightening right, turn 30 meters later. For this right corner, shift to third gear at apex instead of second. On this tightening left, brake 15% harder and start turning in 15 meters earlier. Approaching this left corner, focus on turning in 15 meters later. Right corner ahead, reduce brake pressure by 30% to maintain speed through apex.
I understand. What a great thing to say. Okay, I think I'm still turning in like too early in a bunch of places.
In this left hairpin, stay in first gear at the apex instead of second. Approaching this right tightening, turn in 35 meters later to improve apex speed. Approaching this right corner, shift into third gear at the apex. On that last corner, your brake application was solid, but brake peak pressure was 10% too low. Focus on braking harder next time. Rainy curve ahead, use third gear at apex for better speed. On this left hairpin, brake 15 meters later to optimize your entry line. In the upcoming right corner, shift to third gear at the apex and avoid braking at 425 meters. Maintain current gear and brake later by 10 meters for the left tightening.
Better, I see. I probably could have taken that a lower gear to be a little bit quicker up this hill too.
On this right corner, aim to brake less hard, reduce peak pressure by about 60%.
Better on the turn in, but when I'm turning in, I'm like doing half of the turn in, just putting me in the middle of the track early.
Good job back there at turn 11. You reduced your time loss by 0.06 seconds. On this right tightening, brake 10 meters later and increase pressure by 15%. Approaching this right corner, turn in 20 meters earlier and shift to third gear at apex.
Okay.
In this left tightening corner, try braking 10 meters later.
Alright, they said brake 10 meters later and not downshift 10 meters like a bunch of time earlier. And that is kind of one of my...
On that last left tightening corner, great job braking 10 meters later. You improved your exit by 0.1 seconds. On this tightening left, pick up apex speed by 5 km/h. No braking needed.
Okay, on this tightening left, pick it up by...
On that last corner, work on turning in a bit later, about 15 meters further down. For this left hairpin, start throttle application 30 meters later for a cleaner exit.
Okay.
For this right corner, take third gear at the apex for better speed. Left tightening, focus on quicker throttle application exiting the turn. For this left corner, turn in 20 meters later to improve apex speed.
I am so afraid to do that, but sure.
On that last left tightening, throttle application is still too slow. Keep focusing on a quicker exit next time.
So you're saying on that last turn I was just on, the one where I was going so fast, I don't understand.
For the right corner, keep it in third gear at the apex instead of second. On this left hairpin, reduce brake pressure by 15% to maintain speed and reduce tire wear. For this tightening right, apply the brakes 10 meters later and with 20% more pressure. For the upcoming right corner, take it in third gear instead of second for better apex speed. On this left tightening, start applying throttle 35 meters later for a stronger exit. On that last left tightening, you did well adjusting the throttle application timing. Keep refining it for an even stronger exit. At this left tightening curve, carry 5 km or more through the apex. For this right corner, turn in 40 meters earlier next time. On this left hairpin, focus on braking 10 meters later to optimize your line.
All right, faster lap.
For this right tightening, turn in 20 meters later to hit a better line. On this left tightening corner, brake 5 meters later and apply 15% more pressure.
Brake later and apply 15% more pressure. Okay. That's what he said.
Good job back there on the left tightening corner. Your braking was closer to the mark. Keep working on applying a bit more pressure. For this right corner, reduce your brake pressure by 35%. "30 meters before the left hairpin, brake earlier by 10 meters than last lap.
Relax, chill out, be easy.
Approaching the next right corner, turn in 40 meters earlier. On this left hairpin, focus on turning in 10 meters earlier. For this right tightening turn, increase your brake pressure by 40% and turn in 30 meters later. Approaching this left tightening, increase brake pressure by 10% for optimal control. Nice work on that last left tightening. Brake pressure was on point. Let's build on this with more throttle speed.
just working your way up. And it reminds you to do the same thing over and over and over again until you do it. And then once you nail it, and you do it a couple of times, then it adds to that. And it just gets you faster and faster and faster by slowly improving things. So, really helpful.
On this left hairpin, brake pressure was too high last time. Reduce pressure by about 15%. For this right tightening corner, wait 35 meters longer before turning in. After the apex of the left tightening, smooth your throttle application and start applying it firmly about 30 meters later. On that last left tightening corner, your throttle application was still too slow. Remember to apply firmly 30 meters later next lap for better exit speed. On that last corner, you braked too hard, which impacted your time. Adjust for smoother pressure. Approaching the left hairpin, improve turn-in timing by 30 meters earlier. Approaching the tightening right, turn in 30 meters later for better apex speed. Good job back there at the Andretti hairpin, but watch your throttle application. It was a bit early by 10 meters last time. For this right corner, brake 15% less aggressively to manage tire wear and maintain better speed through the corner. Approaching this left hairpin, delay your throttle application by 10 meters to improve traction. For this tightening right, try turning in 35 meters later.
Get a turn in here. But the problem is, I think I need to lift if I do that.
In the next left tightening, focus on quicker throttle application after the apex. On the right corner, ease off the brakes by 20%.
that
On this left hairpin, brake 10 meters earlier.
is 20 laps. So we will call it a day. At least with this portion. Uh, One thing that I do want to show you guys. So there is race prep. So they do actually keep track of all the races series or racing series that are available. Um, and then you can actually go prep for a specific race in a specific car. So here's like the main cars that you'll find at Zolder and at then this week's race. And yeah, yeah, it looks like you can kind of go through all of it. The other thing they have is the Driver University. So this is like a series of videos along with exercises that go along with it that are designed to help you with each thing. So braking control 1 and 2, we got medium to and light braking, establishing braking points. Terrible at that I am. Trail braking, vision, which I need to work on vision. I know that like keeping my eyes focused at certain points instead of staring right in front of the car, because when I get nervous, the more nervous I get, the more I'm looking closer to the car and grab it and being tense. And I know that those two things are literally the opposite of what I need to be doing in stressful situations, but it's just so much easier said than done. And then we move all the way to brake and throttle overlap, and I think this is where I have no clue. I have no clue when that would be appropriate. I know that's like heel toe, but I don't know when to heel toe or why. Um, I don't know if it's something that's in a specific style of racing or what. But over here's the mini
This
games.
pedal control exercise.
And I will say I'm a little underwhelmed. To be perfectly honest, a place called Mini Games that really only earns that S by having one additional game, kind of not ideal. I think that that's a little lazy for the fact that this program has been out for over a year, and it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. I was able to do Black Friday, which, if you guys are interested right now, would probably be the best time to do the yearly subscriptions because I can't guarantee it. But my assumption, since I signed up and I think it was like $79.19, because there's a YouTuber I follow, Jaxer, and if you typed in his Jaxer uh, into the discount portion, then it took an additional 12% off, and then there was 42% off right now for Black Friday. Um, so that was pretty cool. So it dropped it from like 155 all the way down to like $79.19 for the year. And my hope is that next year I'll get a 42% discount on my renewal, since I signed up at Black Friday and it should just auto renew for me. So either way, I will show you these real quick and we can get like a small breakdown of kind of how this works and what it does. So clear 5 bars as quickly as possible. And so I'm just going to put my foot on the brake and then I'm going to try to brake at the appropriate times or at the appropriate tension. Cool. So I will say,
This pedal control exercise.
if you click here, it does show that you need to target a time less than 12 seconds. And that if you get like 10 seconds, you're in a gold and 9 seconds is platinum. But I'm going to say, let's look at that again. Yes, I should be bronze right now, but I've gotten like 9 and some change and still just gotten bronze. Okay, so that's 10,483. So when we come back here and look, that is not what they're showing. A silver would be an 11. I just got less than an 11, but I still got bronze. So to me, this is a program that's really cool in theory, but it still just needs a lot of work because a lot of the stuff, one, mini games only being two things, is just, that's not enough. That's just not enough. I mean, yeah, I'm scrolling around. E, 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 E. We'll hit E a bunch of times. Yeah, that's as far to the right as you can go. And this is just an asteroid braking game, which is basically, it's a really good idea, but it's designed to teach you what certain percentages are. Ah, okay, 100%, that's easy. 30%, 100%, 50%, 20%, right about there. 80%, right about there. It's a sweet spot. Okay, sweet spot. 10%. Okay, 90%. Victory! Cool, and I did lose 1 heart. So there's that. And I'm not seeing anywhere in here to adjust it. There's maybe I don't understand. I mean, take my statements as a grain of salt because, you know, I'm not very experienced with this. I'm kind of newer to the program. So, you know, it's not like I know it all about this, but I do feel like, yeah, got 100% very easily there. So I feel like, you know, if that's the case, I should be able to get like something where they drop faster, and I've got to be a little bit quicker and quicker and quicker. And it's considered an end-to-end program to take you to elite pace designed by Driver 61, but I mean, y'all have seen me race. I'm not garbage, but like I'm not at elite pace. We're not even close to that. And my brake control is definitely not at elite level. And yet I'm beating this with no points lost and all 3 hearts. So, you know, uh, things to like and things not to like. Um, okay, so this is really nice. So what you can do is, let's see here. So we were at the Summit Point Raceway. I think that's the one we were at. And we were in that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the thing that we need? Because it's the global MX-5. I could have sworn I just saw it around here. Okay. There's a lot of cars in this game. I don't actually see it. And it really should be in here. Skip Barber, Modified SK. Legends Ford. We want the... What we want is the MX-5 Cup. There we go. Not the Legacy, though. Because that's the one I was driving the other day. That's not it's not the one you race. Not the one you've been racing in the series this year. Um, they have you race the Global Mazda MX-5. Cool. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? A 1-0. Yo. Yo, how though? How is that possible? I'm sorry. There's somebody that can go around that track almost 40 seconds faster than me. 38 seconds faster than I can. Well, about 30, 33 seconds faster. I don't know how I can gain 23 seconds. That feels impossible. But I'll be honest, even if you're hitting like 110s, I feel like you're a goat. But a 105, 141, I never would have even imagined that that's possible. But it's like almost depressing. This game works with ACC as well as iRacing, and then ironically, it kind of works for Rocket League, which I don't know how it helps you with Rocket League. That would be fun to kind of check that out one day. But like I said, you have the university and the mini games. You've got race prep, which will prep you for time trials or the weekly series. You've got the coach, which adds the real-time skill analysis, so it breaks down the different forms of skills necessary to be good at the game, and then helps analyze how close you are to a pro level versus not a pro level. Looks like you can do session reports, so you can do an overlook of kind of what your last session was. So here, oh, I guess it did not capture my last gameplay. That's all good. Either way, we do have my Mazda, and it is telling me on average I could get 8.166 seconds. My braking zones are a little above average. My medium to light corners are a little bit higher above average. My throttle is not good. My steering is not good. But somehow my control ends up being pretty decent. My overall average is 65, which is just not ideal. But really, it's telling me that I can probably knock about 5 seconds, comfortably knock 5 seconds off my lap time. I look forward to it, for real. But that is about the gist of that. You've got your own profile, and then when you come home, it just shows you uh, the recent thing you did. Oh, wait, no, this was it. So, sorry, that wasn't my... Yeah, and so this gives you the breakdown of, once again, what you were doing. You could add the telemetry for yourself, which would be brake, throttle, or gears, or speed, or steering. But yeah, so I'd prefer to do speed, throttle, and brakes. And then it will show where I'm at. And we can get an idea. So let's do these one at a time. It's kind of overwhelming with all that stuff on the screen at once. So I'm not braking hard enough there. Yeah, I'm not braking hard enough because I am the orange line. Hey, I'm dang close, and I'm not gonna lie, that is a reasonable trail brake pattern. Heyo. Oh wow, I just need to brake harder here. Okay. Brake a bit earlier. My line is all off. I don't need to brake at all there. I need to keep it pinned and just do a cleaner line, okay. I'm braking too hard there. Let's back that up just a little bit. So, we're both braking at the same time, but he's braking faster. I will also say we're both braking to somewhat the same point. That feels weird that that's the answer by the pro. I really wonder what that little dip is for. Oh, it's kind of hard to say. It's been a long day, so I'm pretty much feeling finite, you know. But it's been fun. So what I will do is tomorrow we will set up a small warm-up session with the... We'll do the Formula 1600 first. We'll do a small warm-up session in the Formula 1600 And then we'll do a race. We'll do a race in the Formula 1600. It does look like these races start before those, so it would be smart because this one starts at 10:45 and then that one starts at 11. I'm gonna assume it stays like that. So obviously I won't be able to like get into this race right away. Actually, you know what? Because at end times, I think I'd probably be able to race. Nah, we'll stick with what we had. So that way I have extra practice time. So we'll do some practice. We'll bump it on that Formula 1600 after the practice with it. And then we'll do some practice in the MX-5 Cup car. And then we'll shut the practice down from that one. I know I didn't do too much practice in this Mazda Miata. Um, Honestly, I just started feeling so fast and was like, I'm good. But I'm not good. I have a lot to learn. I have a lot of improvements to make. And I mean, as of this year, once again, we kind of look at the, where is it? The series results, stats. All right, so I'm not doing hot. I'm in 32,607th place. But once again, I'm a rookie. I'm not probably not supposed to be up here. Wow, the fact that this guy is Class C and up here tells me that he's a maybe a very dangerous driver, very aggressive, is my guess. Wow, this guy's a class. How do you become Class D with this? I guess it's people that don't worry about their safety rating at all and just go out and race. Interesting. Wow, there's somebody in here with over 10,000 I rating. That's beautiful. Um, Interesting. But yeah, what I was looking at was the series results. So I would like to get myself by the end of the week down to maybe a 119.5. I think that that feels attainable. And here, yeah, 119,456. Um, let's see here. Yeah, but he also lost the race. He finished in last. So very likely either made a mistake and crashed out or something like that. And that seems to be the case. Most of the guys are crashing out, it would seem. But average lap time 121,280, best lap 120,180. So, um, and if I look at my previous lap time, I don't know how to do that, but my previous times, because I haven't raced it yet, I've only practiced. I think my best was that 123, like a high 123. So 2, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, that's a bit. 4 seconds is a good bit. But I think by the end of the week, that could be feasible. It's just going to involve having to push really hard. Um, and I mean, this is a really top split. You know, this is people that are, yeah, this is that Cam Eben guy, the guy who's like at the very top. His best lap is a 120, 180, or a 1 minute 20 seconds, 0.180. And so let's see, he's averaging out 1 minute 21 seconds. Okay. Wow, and somebody like him, he's gaining I rating, but just ever so slowly. Interesting. Um, yeah, this seems fun. This has been a real good journey so far. Like I said, my name's Christian, and this is Don't Like, Don't Subscribe. Uh, you guys do what you want, but I'm not here for the clout. I'm not here for clicks. I have a full-time job. I don't plan to make money from this. This is really just a way for me to make myself stay accountable, but I really do hope you guys enjoy it. I really hope that you find something in here that kind of encourages you or inspires you to want to do this yourself. Not so much just do it every day, but to stay consistent. The other focus of this is to show you guys the Ebbinghaus curve or effect, in that if we practice something on a regular basis and we're consistent, that helps you get better a lot faster than practicing a lot for one day and then not practicing at all for the week, which is kind of the way I've played racing games up until this point. And so I'm really excited to start to see uh, what I would say are kind of better results in a shorter span of time. I think what I was able to do with the Mazda last week would have probably taken me like maybe a month to be able to get like that. If I were just doing what I wanted, which is maybe 2 to 3 hour session one night and then racing for like 6 hours the next day on a Saturday and then not racing at all. Um, and so, yeah, I'll have another video once again the next day at 6 a.m. I usually record these in the evening, so it's already pretty late for me, and then it'll take a couple of hours to go ahead and get the video put together and then get it uploaded. And so I try to make sure that I'm always available to have the video up there by 6 a.m. Scheduled for that. So we'll continue to try to make sure that's good. I do know Thanksgiving is coming up. I will try to be on point and make sure that when it comes to Thanksgiving, we are able to do our stuff. I know that my parents are going to be doing it on Thursday at 3, and so I will probably be busy then. Um, but once again, back in the evening, and I should have a video for you guys that day from the previous evening. So we should be all good. Uh, and other than that, cheers. I wish you guys a good rest of your day, and take it easy.